Hello and welcome to segment 2 with Wendy Oliveras, the author of Let's Play Chess From Pawn to Queen. And I know if you have listened, which I'm forget I'm not on the radio, if you view the first episode, I know that you are just sitting down and you're holding your breath for part 2, because you know that there are some real great nuggets that are coming your way. So, Wendy, thanks again for hanging out with me.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
For this segment, we want to talk about the second portion of your journey.
Okay.
After you left college and you decided on embarking on the legal
search firm.
Let's talk about that.
Well, I am the founder and CEO of Oliveras and Company, Inc. My business is located in Jersey City. I've had it for 12 and a half years. And basically my role is to recruit lawyers in their job search here and abroad, including legal support staff.
Wonderful.
And my clientele consists of law firms of all sizes, including pharmaceutical companies, and worldwide.
So you know what people are saying. I just heard her say she was working with a firm for 19 years. Then she had her own consulting business 12 years. No, math is not really my strength, but that looks like it's 31
years.
31 years for me.
Yes.
Yet you felt encouraged and empowered to start this new vision. Do you recall the day when you said, listen, my job here is completed. I need to transition. There are lives out there that is waiting for me.
Yeah.
Can you take me down that path? What was that like for you?
It's overwhelming. It's a wonderful feeling to know that at my age, I'm 50 years old.
What?
Yes, so.
50?
Yes.
Girl, get out of here. You're kidding, right?
No, I don't think so.
I need to talk about what you're eating.
Well, how I think.
That's right.
Positive thinking is important.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But to be honest, at 50, I think the struggles, the challenges you face in all of your life, your journey, your life journey, really becomes, at some point, a new path.
That's right.
And I'm able to take a deep breath now because I've written this book, because I think my purpose in life has been realized with this book.
That's right.
My message is in the book.
That's right.
And I think now I'm on a mission to start taking a new journey, a new path.
And I think the reason that you can sit and smile and we can joke about it, and although it's very serious, but you are so comfortable in your skin now, because you know that this is something that you must do. There are no ifs, ands, and buts about it. This is a responsibility that you must carry out. Can you recall the first day when you mentioned this to your closest confidants that, hey, I'm going to do this?
Yes.
Did they say you were losing your mind?
Well, I have a very close friend of mine, Lisa Bullard, who was really the very first person to ever hear the words come out of my mouth, that I have an idea that I've been writing for a book, and it's called Let's Play Chess, S-H-E-S-S, play on two words, she for female, and the game chess, and it's your game of life. And she's also a self-published author, and actually her book is A Ripple Effect. And she's a very close friend of mine. So when I said that to her, she just looked at me and says, Wendy, that's like incredibly brilliant. You have to do this. You have to finish this. Right. And she was the very first person that I actually had that dialogue about, do I self-publish or do I go on and pitch it to the majors? And she says self-publish, because I did that, and it's a great experience. And so I took her advice, and thanks to her, I mean, I was able to embark on that new literary journey.
That's right.
You know,
that's right, and learn too. You're
I'm
acquiring some.
It's a fascinating journey. I am learning without fear.
Exactly.
And anxieties about the rejection.
And
I don't even think
it.
about that.
That's right.
I believe in this so passionately and so truly because I live chess, your game of life, every single day of my life.
That's right. That's right.
From the day my father taught me to play to this very moment, sitting here with you and having the honor to be on your show.
Oh, thank you.
And being given the opportunity to spread this message.
But was there anyone beside your best friend there that said to you that you were losing your mind to want to embark on this?
No one. Actually,
you're blessed.
Actually, my sisters were the next in line, and my mom.
Wonderful.
My family, my nieces, are
Beautiful.
extremely proud of me.
Wonderful.
As they know, as they were growing up, I've always been, you know, tough love. I've been, you know, the aunt, or the titi, as we say in Spanish, that instilled in them not only to respect your body as a young lady, because that's first,
that's right,
but to have confidence in your abilities and don't fear rejection, because you got to at least try to do something versus not trying at all.
Are there any other members of your family that plays chess? Or
yeah,
just
my
Daddy
nieces
and you?
play. My nieces play, my sisters play a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But I do have to say something.
Your mom
My
plays?
mom had never had an interest in chess.
Wow.
Until I've written this book.
Isn't that something?
And
what
it made,
a testament.
that morning, I was having a conversation with my mom, and I said to her, you know, Mom, this is amazing that a message so simple about chess is being really acknowledged in the world. And I'm so fascinated by that. And then she says, I read your book twice, and I'm just going to tell you that I want to play chess. And she's 72 years old.
Tears to my
and
eyes.
I started to cry. I was so moved by that, because for my mom to say that, and she's 72 years old, that I was the one to inspire her to learn. So
wow.
if when I can find the
cry.
time, I want to show her the very basics.
Jesus, yes.
And the good thing is, she has a good idea about the pieces now, because the first part of the book really gives you a low-fat version of the basics. So I trimmed all the fat, and you just know just enough to get you jump-started in the game.
Wow, what a testimony. So your daddy created a legacy and he left you with that legacy.
Unbeknownst to him, he did.
And you are now creating a legacy in your mom. What a testimony.
Yeah.
What a testimony.
And it's just wonderful.
What message you want to send to the women and the girls out there about, although the transition might be rough, what words of encouragement would you like to tell them?
Sure.
To be bold? I mean, how would you look in the camera and tell them? Yeah.
I think in general, we as females are subjected to different things in our lives for being female. And it's really a part of who you are that will help you to do something better in life. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you need to understand yourself.
Know yourself.
Identify who you are first before you even think about expecting others to make you happy. Make yourself happy first. Know who you are. Know what your capabilities are, your strengths, your weaknesses. Identify with that inner person in you.
That's right. And you know, that W word you just used, I tend to tell people to know your areas that needs improvement.
Yeah.
Because we are always a work in progress, and we can always tweak something. And it's never too late for us.
But unfortunately, you have different personalities, right? So you have some women who are open and welcome constructive criticism.
Yes.
But then you have some other types of women who are very, who really are very guarded.
Yes.
In their dispositions and personalities. And they take it offensively if you say, you know, maybe you should work on this or give a good suggestion to improve something.
Right, right.
Some women are not, they don't allow that. They're not flexible with
they're not open, they're not receptive.
Other people empowering them.
Yeah, why do you think it is so with women? Is it that they feel inferior? Why do you think it is?
I'm not a psychologist, but my best guess, my best educated guess is that in talking with many women, you know, because I mentor women to start businesses.
That's right.
I think, you know, that fear factor is so dominant in them. It's incredible. The sense of procrastination.
Yep.
Oh, I'll get it done next week. Oh, I'll do it in a month from now. And then they conveniently allow other things to impede in their progress. And so what happens is you're stalling.
That's right.
And years are going by, and you're not getting anything done.
And before you know it, you're 60, 70, and I think
even that. But to me, that doesn't matter because age to me is a mindset as well.
Yeah, but for some people, they figure it's the end all.
Yes.
They don't realize that life just begins at 60.
Absolutely.
You know, and they just give up, and then there is such deep embedment of those little negative things, you can't do.
Yes.
Sometimes I did an interview with a lady, an intake with a lady who's going to be a client the other day, and what's been bugging her, she's in her late 40s, and what's been bugging her happened when she was 6 years old.
I believe
and she's prominent in what she does, but as earlier on in the other segment, we spoke about sabotaging your own success.
Yeah, absolutely.
She always finds a way to sabotage herself.
Because she doesn't feel worthy enough of that success.
Of it. And she doesn't feel worthy of it.
I mean, that's, again, we have to take charge of our own lives. I mean, that's really what the bottom line is. And you need, whatever steps you need to take to improve something in your life, then do that. But if you allow fear, negative thinking more particularly, it's really detrimental. And procrastination, those are three key things that
robs you of
that
your
rob
success.
you from your success.
As you mentor, especially women to start their own businesses, what are some of the hindrances that they encounter, part A? And part B, how many of these women are open and receptive to work with mentors?
Part A, I would have to say that some women have an issue starting a business because they don't have the funding available at the time, or location is an issue, time management is an issue, and again, fear, you know, fear of actually launching something. And part B, what was the?
Are they open and receptive to working with mentors? Because I know after
yes, absolutely.
So that's good, because I know men are so open and ready and said we're going to get a mentor, but a lot of women are very reluctant.
They don't, and that's a good point, but they don't actually just come out and say, I'm looking for a mentor because I don't know what I'm doing.
Right, because I think
it's
that's
not in that sense.
Ego and pride.
Yeah, I think when they really have something that they're very passionate about, an idea for a business, and it could be a housewife.
That's right.
And she hears that there's someone who's starting businesses and is advising people in the community, she may reach out.
Right.
Or she may meet her at a house
party.
Or word of mouth, a referral. And so But yeah,
I think we as women need to, you know how they say it takes a village to raise a child?
Yes.
I think we need to come up with something that it takes each sister to raise the other, because
Sure,
we need to
absolutely.
really extend a hand
Sure.
to a sister, because sisters need our help and support. And you sisters, when somebody reach out to extend to you, don't say you don't want it, because it's pride get
Sure.
into the way, and a lot of people think, oh, I'm ashamed, I'm probably
No.
not good enough. Why? And they're not seeing that as shortening the learning curve, because if you already learn it and you can support me, there's no reason why I should refuse your help. You know?
Absolutely.
So you got the okay of your
My family
and
and
you say,
friends.
yes,
Yes.
I got it. So you went out
And I started writing my book, and I didn't stop. Once I started writing Let's Play Chess, I just didn't stop.
It just flowed.
And then, interestingly enough, I started doing research, and I said, you know, writing a book about chess, I'm not a chess master per se. I don't compete professionally, but I have been playing for 35 years.
That's right.
How wonderful would it be if I was to get a chess master to write my foreword? And so I began my research.
Nice.
And that afternoon, and I'll never forget this, I go on the United States Chess Federation's website,
Yes.
and I see that the president of the organization is a woman.
Ooh, I love it.
And I said to myself,
Match made in
wow,
heaven.
this is God sent. It's a woman
Wow.
named Ruth Herring.
My God.
And what did I do? I believed in my messages and my books so much.
That's right.
I picked up the telephone
That's right. You
without
reach
even
out to her.
thinking twice.
That's right, and
I
call
picked
her.
up the phone, and she answered the phone. And I says, hello, Ruth Herring. My name is Wendy Oliveras. I know you don't know me from a hole in the wall. However, I want to talk to you about something that I think you're going to be very interested in. And we spoke 2 hours.
My God. My God. I believe
I tell
it.
you that, and
I
she's in
believe it.
California.
I believe it.
And I called her around 5 o'clock.
PM.
So it was, yes, 5 o'clock Eastern time. And it's 3 o'clock her time. Or 2 o'clock, sorry. And 2 hours on the phone, just chatting about, you know, chess and her experiences. And she says that she would be honored. She would be very happy to do so.
Beautiful.
And so
Beautiful.
thus, Ruth Herring is
Wonderful.
my
and it's
forward.
when things like these unfold, you have no hesitation about the journey you're on.
Because I put it into the universe.
That's right.
I was positive about my idea. I believed in this so much. And I said, and I did say to myself, if she says no, I tried.
That's right. And next.
And we even talked about that.
Yeah, next. And you move on.
Yes.
Because let's say if it was not her time,
Right.
and the universe saw you needed somebody else, that
Yes.
person would have presented himself. So it just shows about courage, making the decision.
And that's,
you could have
yes.
found that
Yes.
information and you could have wrote it down and put it away, but no, you took action promptly. You didn't email her, you called her on the phone.
I called her. And the wonderful thing about it is that she was so interested in what I was doing, empowering little girls and women to learn to
Wonderful.
play chess.
Wonderful.
Because she's an evangelist for that. I mean, she's
Wow.
in the forefront of that.
Yes.
That mission to
Now she's
empower
getting
girls.
help. Yes, it's like the baton being passed down.
Exactly. So she even offered to provide some professional tips on my part 1 of my book. So
Beautiful.
Whatever I may have missed or whatever, she
picked
has
up.
picked up and really solidified that message.
Wonderful.
The basics, what is chess? From pawn to queen, and now we have at the very end, you know, it's your life.
It's
and next
our
move.
life. That's
it's
right.
your future, next move.
It's all of our
now
lives.
What do you do?
It's all of our lives.
Yes.
And as we spoke about on the radio show last night, and I was saying that there are lots and lots of men who are going to be reading this book Because you know they
Yes,
always
a lot of men are
like
reading my book.
Exactly, because they know to
Yes.
keep up with these empowered women, they're going to be
Yes.
sharp too.
Yes.
And they are going to be using a lot of the tips in there to
Sure.
turn their lives around, because it's not gender specific. We can use
Absolutely
it.
not. Absolutely
use
not.
it. We can
Absolutely
use it.
not. It's an the book is dedicated to women of all ages and backgrounds. I mean, that's the reality of it. And the reason is because we need that. There's something,
Yes.
there's a disconnect in the world about
That's
chess and girls and women.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I want to be the voice. I want to be the person that says, ladies, please, relax, have a good time, learn,
Fun,
take the
yes.
time to learn the game,
Invest
because
in you.
once you start learning and you get the hang of it and you make that connection,
There's
wow,
no going back. No
you're not going to
turning
stop.
back.
I have women have contacted me after reading my book and learning chess. And they call me or they email me and they say to me, Wendy, I want to thank you personally.
Beautiful.
Because me and my husband are now playing chess. And Friday nights is
Beautiful.
our night. We have
What
our
a
wine and
hug.
cheese, and we're having our games, and we play for hours. And we
Beautiful.
laugh. And he says,
He's
you're
not
not
in-
beating me tonight.
He's not in front of the TV and she
No,
cannot even
there-
get him
so
with the
there-
remote
there's-
control, you know. Only if
Exactly.
you're watching A New Day.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, it's something
You can
that
bring the
is
family
inspiring
together.
families together.
Yes. I love
You know,
it.
board
I love
games
it. I love it.
are of yesterday. You know, with all these video games and all this
Yeah, people don't-
technology,
they don't have it
no one
anymore,
wants to
but you
play.
got to come back
You
to
have
these.
babies that are 2 years old, 1-year-olds that are having they're
Tablets.
playing games on iPads. Fine,
So they don't really have to
that's
use
fine.
their minds.
I grew up with board games.
And
Monopoly,
it just, what an investment, you know.
Parcheesi. Okay, now I'm dating myself. But the fact of the matter is, me and my siblings gathered. We had dinner every night at the table together.
Together. That's
We
right.
played board games. We weren't out in the street.
That's right. That's
And
right.
that's one of the things that I'm very grateful about my parents instilling in us is the home life.
Oh, exactly.
And even
I'm
as an
sure-
adult, I'm a
Yeah.
home person. I
Homebody.
enjoy being in my home.
That's right. That's right.
But
that's right.
but yeah, you know, chess is really an inspiration, and it's a dedication to all women everywhere in this world. Little, you know, if you're 5 years old, if you're 15, if you're 25, if you're 55, or if you're 72.
Wow,
like my
that's
mom.
right, like your mom.
It's
I don't
never
know.
too late.
Never too late. Just have to make a
Yes,
decision to
yes.
start. Do you have statistics of the people who are presently reading your book? I mean, what age group? You probably don't have that.
I think in the responses that I've gotten in some of my speaking engagements, as well as the feedback that I'm getting on online and other resources, I would say that the age group is from 16 all the way
Nice.
up to 65.
Yes, I love
There's
that
no,
because
there's
we can
no
get those
one more
young
than
women.
the other.
That's
but
right.
But I would have to say
Beautiful.
young freshmen. The
Beautiful.
college freshmen are the ones that are
Beautiful.
really like just absorbing it.
Yeah, it's going to change their lives around on
Yeah,
that campus.
yeah,
It's going to
yeah.
change their lives around.
absolutely.
I think we probably have maybe 3 minutes of, well, we still have 5 minutes, so we can
I
still.
actually have. I wanted to tell you and share with you that I'm having this October. I am launching the Spanish version.
Oh, Latinos are
of
going to
Let's
be
Play
loving
Chess.
it. That's wonderful, wonderful.
And that title would be Juguemos Chess, sé exitosa en el juego de la vida y negocios, jugando ajedrez de peón a reina.
Oh, wonderful.
Which is a
wonderful.
direct translation to Let's Play
Play
Chess,
chess,
succeed in your game of life
life.
and business by playing chess from pawn to queen.
4 minutes remaining.
Yes, ma'am.
Take 3.5 minutes and give the ladies in this camera the message you want to leave them with about where they are right now in their lives or career. Because when we come back for 3,
Okay.
we are going to be moving them from pawn to queen.
Yes, ma'am.
So we want to prepare them. So just tell them
Well,
what you
I
want to
think
tell them.
I would like to say to all the women out there and the young girls that wherever you are in your life right this very moment, if you're a housewife, a student, a professional, an entrepreneur, a business owner, regardless, if there is something that you really want to change in your life, don't be afraid. I think fear will paralyze you in many ways. And I think it's important to know that believing in yourself is critical. That's so important. There's so many things that I want to share with you, but I think that the book will help you to identify your strengths and weaknesses. It'll guide you and provide tips so that you can jumpstart your motion to set and accomplish your goals in life. And that's really important. Believing in yourself, being self-aware of who you are, understanding what it is that you want in life, being vigilant about who's in your life, personally and professionally, being a good neighbor in your community.
That's right.
I don't know if spirituality is part of your life, but it is in mine. And I think that spirituality is also important.
Very.
But
Essential.
learning to play
Essential.
chess, ladies, is critical. When you play chess, you will empower yourself in a way that you would have never imagined. And that's the realization that I came to. It took me 35 years, but that's the message that I want to share with everyone in the world. This is a global movement that we're going to get out there. We're going to make it happen.
That's right. Regardless of the language they speak, the ethnicity, it doesn't matter.
The book can be
where
translated in every single language in the world.
You know? And
So,
again, I mean, in the first segment, I said thank you for stepping up. And again,
I want to
here
thank you for that.
I'm saying thank you again because too many people know that they were called to do something else. And they resist it and they fight it. And you did not stay comfortable in the corporate consulting firm. You knew there was a work to be done. And you stepped out from behind corporate
And it's
to make a
interesting,
difference.
because I was happy as a legal recruiter.
Yes.
I was very happy, and I still am. It's just that you know, the
responsibility.
the universe is changing the dynamics of my career and my life and my purpose.
And when duty calls, it's not about comfort.
Yeah,
When duty calls, you must respond.
absolutely.
You must respond to your responsibilities and your calling.
Yes.
Or else, and for the women out there that have been fighting what their true calling
struggling,
is and
solving
fighting it,
problems.
you got to step out and do it, and you're going to find out that all those challenges and struggles are going to be moved out of the way. So again, guys, I'm showing you gratitude for sticking by us, and when we come back, you are going to hear how you can play chess with Wendy Oliveras. So thank you again for supporting us here on the A New Day show, and we look forward to having you join us in part 3.
Thank you.